and welcome to Wow. How you guys doing? Oh, check you out. Somebody heard the camera was on and they showed up, y'all. They showed up. They were in here quiet as a mouse. I want you to know. This is a room full of people. The silence is immaculate. Like, that's a skill. Put it on your resume. I don't know any other room in New York City that could be this silent with this many people in it. Y'all are phenomenal creatures. Give it up for yourselves for making it here today. The rain is not raining, but I can feel it in my knees. Most of you are so young that you don't have those issues yet. Give it up for the rain holding up. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go over a few of our house rules, and then we're gonna start with a poem and then the open mic. Cool? Hey, check y'all out. Y'all are really here. Y'all were just taking like a little power nap. I like that for us. Okay, cool. Listen, we're gonna do house rules first. This is live streamed. If you get on this stage, it will be recorded. Somebody and their mama and their grandmama and their auntie will be able to see it. It's going to live on the internet forever. And then what else? When you come on this microphone, I want you to know that there's going to be a screen right here. You see me pointing to my right, your left? There's going to be a Nuyorican logo because we are here celebrating an open mic via the Nuyorican at Loisaida Center, right? So when you see the Nuyorican logo get up on there, that means it's your time to center yourself. When the Nuyorican logo goes away, your video starts. You will be able to have this footage, okay? If you don't want to get cut off in the beginning, wait for it to go. Cool? Cool. Ooh. Don't do what I just did. Do not hit my mic. Do not touch my mic. I will absolutely adjust it for you, okay? I will be insulted if I have to put it this high. My feelings are always hurt. It's a Napoleon complex. I can't help myself. Okay. If you have to go to the bathroom, we're going to use this exit. That's my left, your right. And then you're going to make another left, right? That's a left. Yes, you're not, no, it's a right for you. Right, okay. You're gonna make a right, and then you're gonna make another right. And then there's restrooms, relieve yourself, okay? If someone's on this microphone, maybe try to hold it. They're only gonna have about 5 or 6 minutes on the microphone. You've got this, I believe in you. Okay, do not mess up this beautiful center. Give it up for Loisaida. It's a marvelous place. The Nuyo is under reconstruction, and it is allowing us to hold this beautiful event. And so we want to keep it beautiful. Do not write on the walls. Do not write on the chair. Do not stick no gum under any of the furniture. I am somebody's mama. I will discipline you. We're going to figure that out. Okay, let's see. Silence all your devices. I feel like, how many events have you been to that you should just know this? Just silence your, yeah, take it out. Take it out, everybody. I like it. Yours got character. Take it out, silence it, turn it off. Tell your mother you came somewhere and you're gonna enlighten yourself. You're opening up yourself to the world. Just shut it down, okay? Cool. Hi, people. More people are coming. I'm sorry, Paul. I mean to scream in your ear like that. Hi, people. I love latecomers. That's me. I am them. They are me. What else? Ooh. You're going to have 3 to 5 minutes, but honestly, there's enough time for you to have 8 minutes. Everybody's a feature tonight. No. You can do 2 pieces on the microphone, okay? Anything goes. You can break dance, you can belly dance, you can tap dance. I've been dying to see dance. You can sing. I'm down for karaoke. You can tell some jokes. Give it up for Paul in the control room. Paul gave us a word of the day behind the scenes. That's behind the scenes stuff. You got to pay extra for that. Hit us up on our Patreon. Do we have one of those for that? That would be amazing. We need money. So you can come up here. You can give me a word of the day. You can educate me. Just no hate speech, okay? No hate speech, no nudity, 2 pieces. No hate speech, no nudity, 2 pieces. All right. And there is no theme. There is no censorship. I am probably going to curse several times throughout the night. There are probably several curses in all of my poems. In the past life, I was a sailor. It's okay. And I think that's it. Oh, try not to yell into the microphone because that makes the control room's job more difficult. Don't be like me. Cool. Everybody ready? Hey, all right. Let me put this down. So here's how it's gonna work. I'm going to say on deck, and that's gonna be the person that is going to come after the person on the microphone, right? So I'm gonna announce who's gonna come to the microphone, and then I'm gonna say on deck is whoever, and then this person comes up after whoever's on the mic. Cool? So on deck I have Zairah, okay? But coming to the stage, well, already on the stage, it's gonna be me. Sumbodies Mama. I love you deeply. I was not ready for today at all. Chris? Oh, listen, this is wonderful music. Could you send that to me? It was so soothing. I felt like I was in a dream. I also just am so exhausted. Life is getting the best of me. Come. It's okay. I like your shoes. I'm killing time to figure out what I want to perform for you guys. I haven't run anything in a while. I guess that makes me a bad... Nah, doesn't make me bad at anything. Oh, my son is watching. Miles Davis, mommy wanted to say hello and that you're the coolest, sweetest, smartest kid ever. So I'm going to do this poem. It's the first thing that I wrote on my way back in, since that's what we're doing. Right, kid? I love you. He just turned 6. He's the coolest kid. Oh, yeah. Threw him a birthday party, got a bouncy house at the school, had to get waivers and stuff signed. I'm also the coolest mom. Acrylics, bundles, and pumps. This hottie has hit a slump. She got knocked up and had a child. Tell them my time is up. I'm at a place in my life where I keep time by the size of my son's clothing and the new things that excite him. I'm currently living in the age of 4T and volcanoes. If I met you 5 years ago, I would have been the fearless vixen who slumbers on a potential, keeping time on a watch made from the glory of effective birth control. I used to keep time by the number of happy hours I could catch in a week. See, baddies keep a bezel bigger than the Birkins boys promise over brunch. It tick like the drip of a leaky faucet. I used to be that splash, used to have that juice. Today I'm M to the OM, M to the Wizard. Throw up in my head temper tantrum on aisle 5. I've lived through the era of puppy love and heartbreak. Thoroughly enjoyed the era of heartbreaker. 10 years ago, I was the bullet you should have dodged. Rebellious as the first bad word on your tongue when you asked about me. They said I was a wet dream wrapped in barbed wire, written in brimstone and fire, desired a corset cutie with a pen. Living in a time of minimum wage and overpriced apartments, kept that on a clock that talked like top ramen. I still got the watch I clock my hot girl summers with. My wrist is thick from the weight of motherhood, so I just keep it for the memories while I'm raising a tiny terrorist. Plagued by the era of gentle parenting, keeping time on a watch called giving it to God. If they ask about me now, tell them I'm living in an age of mercy, where the miracle is pooping in the potty, raising a son who keeps time in the verses he's learned from Hercules. Tell them I have the privilege of naming this his era of defying the odds. He keeps it on a watch based after a fairy tale with a princess whose hair kinks just like his mama's. Tell them that my son will keep time on a watch that is intentionally black, aggressively successful, and keeps seconds better than streetlights. It'll tick like the middle passage. He will show up and out because his alarm will smell like the fear of drowning, but he will know that he is unsinkable. And when you ask him about his mama, he's gonna say, she is big barking, bigger bite, Bronx bred, boastful, a love song that sounds like the D train heading uptown, rush hour, no delays. She requires ambition. See, hustlers are only as strong as their hunger. She is dinner every night. She is a reflection of her mother and her mother's mother. She is an endless fountain of let me give you something to cry for. She is something to die for, a Super Saiyan. No Comic-Con, too cool for cosplay, but nerdy enough to read every book out loud no matter where she is, because she believes that good writing should be read out loud. She will read you for filth out loud because the truth should be spoken in such octaves. She is octaves louder than the mercy an ocean could grant a shattering ship. She is the ocean. See, baddies wristwatch, TikTok, no drip drop, they be that splash. But the illest women keep time in the glory of an unsinkable man, acrylics, bundles, and pumps. I thought the clock had struck a baddie down, but don't fret, don't frown. My time has just begun. Oh, Miles Davis, mommy loves you. But I really was a baddie. I'm probably still very much so bad. Okay, so on deck, I have Adjoa. Adjoa, you ready? You on deck, okay? But coming up to the stage, give it up all the way from the front row. Whoa! Give it up for Zairah!
All right. Who can follow up on that? Mine is a sad one, so I'm going to get double hit. Okay. If you've ever asked yourself, but how do I know which side is telling the truth? This poem is for you. Not to give answers, not to show, but to show what falsehood always looks like, and to recognize it when it's dressed up in power. How to navigate propaganda and remember what truth sounds like. Falsehood. They ask, whose history is the real one? I say, shh, don't interrupt the performance. Observe, it's all very educational. Falsehood is efficient. Why invent when you can plagiarize? Land theft, vintage. Torture, time-tested. Censorship, a classic. Really, it's a curated collection of the greatest hits of oppression. The villains, they come with fragile egos and megaphones, always shouting, never listening. They fear being questioned the way vampires fear sunlight. Dialogue? No, thank you. They prefer their narratives, prepackaged and echo-proof. They dress up destruction in press releases. They call it development. Then they cut the ribbon on the coffee shops. They call checkpoints security and occupation peace. It's the kind of PR that would make a tyrant blush. But truth bleeds quietly behind barbed wires. It whispers under lockdowns, shouts through broken windows, writes itself in graffiti that vanishes by dawn. It doesn't march in with tanks. It walks barefoot past them. It grows in graveyards and hums through mothers who never stop waiting. It can't be programmed. It can't be cloned. It survives raids, curfews, blackouts, and silence. And yet it sings. The oppressed, they don't copy resistance. They create it. They pass it in the folded notes, carve it into poetry, braid it into lullabies, etch it in the pauses between their prayers. Truth doesn't scream. It doesn't sell. It just is. And that terrifies those who only know how to fabricate. Thank you.
Give it up again for Zairah. If you guys want, after your poem or your piece or your little dance, your comedy set, whatever you choose to do, you can tell us where we could find you, how we could, I don't know if you got another event coming up, if you're like, I don't know. Oh, you do. Look at you. Come back. It's okay. Here we are together. And tell them, Zairah, what's your Instagram?
Yeah, I don't post a lot there, but I would love to. My Instagram is zairah.m.s.
Oh, check it out.
My first name .m.s. Yeah.
Thank you, Zairah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. So, I'm just going to go around the list how I feel. God bless you all. So, coming up to the stage. No, I lie. On deck, we have Hannah. But coming up to the stage, give it up for Adjoa. No, Adjoa, sit down. Sit down. Thank you. Hi, how you doing today? The half of the room that was not alive for that applause, take a breath. We're gonna try again. All right, all the way from the second row, give it up for Adjoa. Yeah, Adjoa. Don't ever come up to no stage if they don't clap for you like that. Do you hear me? Oh, the nerve. Oh. What are you doing? Cool stuff. You want me to?
What?
Where would this be best for you?
A little lower. Yeah. Yeah. Am I allowed to do this? Okay. don't. Well, I'm gonna post. It's AADJOA _.
Double A.
Yes.
All right. Double A Adjoa.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Give it up again. That was amazing. All right. So, I want to say that I've really tried to work hard to get this name together, and I might have it together. Okay. So on deck, I have Tapuwanashe. No. Tell me again, honey. Tapuwanashe. Tapuwanashe. It means a gift from God. And so it doesn't surprise me that it is not easy for me to say I am such a sinner. But we have her on deck, and coming to the stage, give it up for Hannah.
Is this good? I think so. Can everyone hear me okay? Maybe a little bit higher, please.
It's okay. You don't have to whisper that you're absolutely taller.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give it up for Chris. Nobody in YouTube land got to see Chris, but Chris be on the sound, y'all. All right.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Hi, everyone. So this is a poem about turning 25 because I recently turned 25, and it's been interesting. In grade school, I used to play a game called The Floor is Lava. The goal of the game? To not touch the ground. If you fall, then you drown. We swung from monkey bars, jumped between swings, ran through the playground to try and survive the round. But as I grew up, I found out it was never really solid ground. The floor is lava. When I was in grade school, my parents crafted my view of the world. Their opinions were my facts, soothing me with a certainty that I lacked. They turned the lava to igneous, a new viscosity with their answers to my insatiable curiosity. Their grown-up assurance temporarily quenched some thirst, making me temporarily averse to the thought that the floor is lava. This year, I turned 25. This year so far has felt like a nosedive into the volcano, and I have to learn how to survive. When I was in grade school, volcanoes were just vinegar and baking soda. The key to an eruption was a self-controlled disruption. My science teacher told us he was old and smart, so we assumed his words were true. The scientific laws he taught proved some kind of greater order. So there must have been a scientific law that said when I turned 25, I would order the quarter-life, quarter-pounder crisis, when I learned that even scientific laws can have exceptions. None of them fully true, except that the floor is lava, at least right under the ground, under 7 different plate tectonics. Maybe that's why I'm stumbling after 5 gin and tonics. Blame it on the magma moving below, the instability making me wish I could furlough 25, or at least slow down the thought that we're all just playing a game of the floor is lava, except that the monkey bars look more like cute boys at the bar, and the swings look more like my drink going clink, and the playground looks more like a night on the town. Now that I'm 25, I'm still searching for something to quench my thirst, but I'm still not sure if it's the drinking or the lava that will finally make me drown. Thank you. Thank you. You can find me on Instagram. My name is Hannah Blaseg, Blaseg, and then my first name is just Hannah. Thank you.
Give it up for Hannah. Hannah, I want you to know that my son is at home watching this, right? It's just like he has it on like his little tablet on the side. He got a cell phone for his birthday, which is very toxic. Somebody talked to my mother about that. He's 6. But he loves volcanoes. I was just talking about that. He also loves everything that has to do with volcanoes. It's not many things because he doesn't like dinosaurs. And so he's at home and we're gonna have to talk about the tonic plates, and now we're gonna have to also talk about a gin and tonic. So thank you for that. But I want you to know that I'm sure he was like, she's talking about the floor is lava. Poetry is mad cool. You've won. And the metaphor for what you were using it for. The adults in the room also love the poem for the content. But like Miles is at home losing his stuff. He thinks what I do is cool now. Thank you, Hannah. Give it up for Hannah one more time. She's fighting battles for me. All right. Man, I just know I'm gonna get it wrong, and I'm trying. And it's such a beautiful spirit.
It's okay, I'll help you guys.
Yeah, come. So on deck, we have Luciana. Yeah? But come here, just come to the stage, right? And tell me, right there, what's your name? Tapuwanashe. It's because I'm a little deaf in that ear, right? I needed her to come up close. So coming up to the stage, a gift from God. Tapuwanashe.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I try to project. Bear with me. I like to tell my poems like I'm telling stories, but the stories are like rearranged in like in some sort of weird chronological order, except there's no order. So just bear with me. This is a spoken word piece that I literally wrote like last night. It's called, that's how most of my writing comes. It's just sporadic and whatever, comes to inspiration, even if it's at 1 a.m. But it's called M is for morning, and it's like a double entendre, so the U, it's like in parentheticals, but just, work with me, guys. Okay. Every time I'm about to leave, I hug my loved ones goodbye and tell them that I love them. This is obviously a normal practice, except I started doing it more when I turned 13 years old and saw a Twitter post where a young black woman said, "Make sure to never leave the house angry because you never know when that is going to be the last time you see a person. That I hate you may be their last reminder of you. You don't want them to remember you for what you had said or done, but who you were to them." As it follows, I spent most of my adolescence going to hospitals 2, 3, 4 times when nothing was wrong to make sure it wasn't my loved one's last time saying goodbye to me. I apologized 4 or 5 times to make sure my existence was not a disturbance. I checked my appearance in the mirror 6, 7 times to make sure I was appeasing my imaginary audience who gave me applause as I walked down Broadway. Always critical, always meticulous, always in mourning for what could have been. Sometimes I worry that I was spending too much of my life mourning. The second something good happened, a bonus in the paycheck, yes to an internship, a genuine friendship, I made the bed for its funeral. I prepared a eulogy of panic attacks and imagined what that thing would look like 6 feet underground. I performed exorcisms to it. I cursed it out of its existence. I took the good thing and conjured up the loss that stayed inside of it. I've spent my life mourning my own death, asking me what everyone would do if I were to die, fearfully anticipating the night where I would sleep and my eyes would not open again. I asked if perhaps my mourning was survival, if I was preparing myself for the worst because, like my predecessors have said, this is a tough world and you're gonna learn how to do it alone. You will not be remembered for who you are but what you have done. Like the names of those who have come before you, stamped with the ink of British greed, I wonder if it is that I am scared of being forgotten or I have forgotten who I am. Have I forgotten that Tapuwanashe is 11 letters that spell that I am God-given, a gift from God, intentionally made? Each atom, each breath, every step I take, as my hands shake, the tremble is not here because I was placed by mistake. It represents a God that would cause earthquakes for me, not just God in the sense of a Bible, the one who encompasses all things, people, faiths, love, celebration, liberation, one who died in one version so that I would not have to bear the weight my ancestors carried on their backs, them who died so I could live. I am God-given because my God teaches me how to be joyous and not to mourn, how to love and not to hate. I do not have to hate and mourn my existence because that is not what I was put on this earth for. I don't hate me. I don't hate you. I will not mourn you because you are still here and you have not gone anywhere and we are not going anywhere. We always teach ourselves how to prepare for death, but why can't we give each other life? The point of life is not to survive, but to live. I'm tired of waking up and wearing black, picking at my body and placing it in the casket to be carried away. I want to wear the colors of springs and autumns, match the blues and greens and reds that course through my veins. I let gardens to grow from my roots and plants more seeds, use my tears to bring birth to trees of life, because I am not death, I am resurrection. My name is not a death sentence, it is a miracle. I am no longer to be defined by my pain and suffering, and mourning is 8 letters that will never amount to a name that directly translates to we are given by God. My brother's name is Tapuwanashe. It means thank you. In exact translation, it is a phrase for thank you for our people. I am thankful for our people who will share our stories and give them glory, so that what is left of us is not just mourning. Thank you. And my name, it's my whole name, _Tapuwanashe, Instagram, you guys are not good, Tapuwanashe, but thank you. Yeah, that's me.
Tapuwanashe. All right, I'm gonna spell it again. Ooh, I'm kicking my own microphone. I was in tears, I wanna say, also. I'm gonna spell it for you, though. It's Tapuwanashe. Okay? That was beautiful. I want to say that I am grieving actively. I lost a little brother in October of 2024 in a car accident. But I've holding on to grief and learning how to live for life. This poem was beautiful. Give it up for her again. All right, so on deck I have Alexa, but coming to the stage, give it up for Luciana.
Hi, can you guys hear me? Is that okay? Yeah. Hi, my name is Luciana, and you can find me on Instagram at LBFisher, just FISAGR. And I just launched a book, Beneath the Surface. And yeah, you can find me also on Substack. This is No One Cares About Poetry. No one cares about poetry. No one cares, not really, about this poetry stuff. No one. Poetry, what even is it? A bleeding, a beating, a soft, joyful meaning? Who has time for that? Not me. I got groceries to get, deadlines to meet, people to attend to, a meeting to pretend to care for. Poetry? Poetry is not efficient. It can't be monetized or optimized. Not really, not by most. Poetry is no side hustle. It is much too much muchness. It doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers, it waits, and dares you to stop, and then, bam. So you stop. But the bells, the ringing in the ears, from afar you can hear. The noise of the bell that comes with the books and the hooks to will us back in, but you don't have time for poetry, so you stop. Poetry. What even is it? A pleading, a soft, sorrowful meaning? Who has time for that? Not me. I've got things to do, dogs to feed, dishes to wash, a meal to prepare. I'm running late for my next meeting. Avoidance is scroll past it, swipe past it, skip past it. Poetry? Next. And next. And next. But I promise you, one day when I no longer have things to do, I will have time for poetry. Now I am much too busy. I have things to do, places to be, people to see. I'll get to it later. And then, when that day comes, will Bell hooks us back in? I'm certain. I'm sure of it, I think. Then I will have time for poetry, I think. But what if Bell does fail, and the scrolling does not break and the noise won't fade? Will there still be poetry? Will I still need poetry? Will poetry still come to me? Will I remember before my memory fades that there was ever once poetry and that maybe it was mine? Wow. This is Don't Split. Don't split. Playing barefoot outside when Mama would yell, "Please come home." Black souls running, little toes jiggling, sweat playing dripping games, salt in the eyes, blood boiling, hot in the veins. Stillness in the sun, sweet as candy cane. Marshmallows for teeth, soccer balls for hands, dreams shaking from every strand of hair. Mr. Jingles, softy hides in the sand. I wake with the fading bitter taste of cotton candy from the chair, still buzzing from the phones ringing everywhere. Boss time shouting, big toes now crying, squished into boxes called shoes, cooking up stews, picking up laundry, feeding the dogs, washing up the dishes. It's 12 a.m., not 12 p.m. I must go recompose. Grab the pill, swallow it whole. There are no more dreams in any strand of hair. Go to work, numb yourself, let it sink, wash up, repeat, pay the bills, and please, don't split. This is things that only make a difference when they are open. The dear life of an umbrella finds fulfillment only when it offers someone shelter from the weather. A book comes alive when opened by a curious reader, letters bringing life into a mind of a storyteller. An open mind makes any man, a free man, if he dares to let imagination fly, even without feathers. And an open heart can collectively heal the world, but only if we let it. This is poetry against hate. To the artist wielding the pen, brush, spray, or mic. To the creator behind screens, sketching reflections on walls or murals or skyscrapers. To the ones shaping knowledge, perfecting their craft, writing poetry in solitude, reciting spoken words to packed venues. Your art possesses power. Use it to build bridges, not walls. There's no space for hate in poetry. There's no room for prejudice in the arts, no poetic license for venom, no refuge for bigotry, no racism, not misogyny, not homophobia, not transphobia, not xenophobia. These shadows do not hold sway here. We are the lighthouse illuminating darkness, standing firm as a beacon of hope. No shields, no silence, only courage. Raise your voice like a chorus, a symphony of empathy that drowns out hate. Not under our watch, not in our art, not in our words, not in our world. We stand, we rise, we articulate inclusion and our harmony. Our passion flowing through every artistic vein. Use your art expression for the greater good, or lay down your artillery of hate. Let it be known, hate has no home in poetry. Prejudice has not refuge in the arts. There is no license for venom. Never in our hearts, never in our world, never in our art. This is to the overlords. To the overlords of this world, the families of CEOs hoarding all the bullion and means of productions with their grip tight around Mother Earth's neck, giving it an unfair shake while skillfully squeezing the balls of the bull, getting drunk on the capital marginal gains of its cumbersome milk, manipulating markets, widening the gap, seeking to patent even the very air we breathe. Colluding to push down our throats the poison they call medicine to heal us from the poison they fed us. So we clock in on time and remain in need of overtime, while they enjoy their favorite pastime, inflicting pain for their gain, believing themselves saints for allowing us to play a part in their game, cramping us in cabinets, bringing down planes, taxing fees for their beloved interests, while we bleed through our hands and feet to support their greed. To the overlords of this world, the hollow men and women, stripping us of our human rights, removing our women's choice and birthrights, kneeling on our necks, breaking our backs, while spending our pension checks. To the overlords of this world, hollow men and women, who believe themselves safe, resting in the ivory tower tower of their power. Make no mistakes, we are coming for you. Protect your food, watch your back, sleep with your eyes open. Do not take a sip of water without fear. Know that now we are the hunters, you the prey. We are the 99%, and we are rising up to strike down the one.
I have Bubblesz. Yeah, I really like Bubblesz. This is gonna be an experience. And then coming to the stage, new to me, probably not to the world. You look like a star. Give it up for. You don't feel like a star? You want me to take it back? What's the face about? Listen. You better fake it till you make it. Give it up for Alexa.
I think this is super cool because this is going to be the second time I read this poem, and the first time was actually at the Nuyorican cafe like 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, and it's special to me because it's about my 2 best friends. Okay, high school sweetheart. Oh, a high school sweetheart. Mine was more like a 2-for-1 type of thing. Have you heard of platonic soulmates? She has endless patience, lets me talk for hours, and appreciates my out-of-date phrases. And she's that great comedic relief, leadership in her veins, only 6 months older than me, yet she's exactly what I would have wanted an older sister to be. Do you remember when we had that mini fight that you said was a real fight, but I can hardly remember that night? Do you remember when she told us that story and we couldn't help but worry? Do you remember when we laughed and cried and realized this friendship was, if anything, for life? I don't know how they did it. What did you sneak in my soggy Friday pizza? In choir class, did you sing a siren song? Maybe in chemistry, we spoke of anything but electrons. Still, we looked at our grades wondering where we went wrong. Maybe it was the other way around. That day we got lunch and I liked you so much. What I said was out of line, but I guess you thought it was fine. Funny how the universe introduces people at the right time. Sometimes I get insecure, honeys. I'm afraid that we're too different. Our lives were parallel and changed to somewhat perpendicular. Now I know the multiverse is a thing. What if this is the verse where you decide it's time to leave first? But you called me and we spoke for hours. I like that boyfriend of yours. I'm glad your new friends take care of you. Guess what? I got that job and I mastered that recipe. When you get back, we can go. Oh, yeah. When are you getting back? That's far. Oh, nothing. I said that's fine. I wasn't going for the sad vibe. I've just thought you're really pretty cool, truly, since that first day of school. And that's it.
I want you to know that at the beginning of the show, I was like, anybody else want to put their name on the list? And the room got even more silent than it already was. Haunting, right? We're in New York. Did I say we were in New York? So the room is full. It was so silent in here. I could hear all of my thoughts. And Alexa was probably one of the only people who like really had no intention on putting their name on the list who did. So give it up again. It's not easy. Okay. So I have Ayanna on deck, but coming up to the stage, wait, before I bring up this person, right? We've been doing poems. We haven't had any other kind of like art form yet. But while Luciana was going, I heard some people like stomping and snapping. I'm sure I heard a few reactions, but let's work on these right now. I want everybody to say, ooh. Say ah. Say wow. Okay, give me a little snapping action, right? This is giving Love Jones, but we appreciate that too. And then every now and again, when you feel it in your spirit, in the back of your neck, okay, you could give us a little. Yes, the church say amen, okay? And so I want you guys to give, because the room has been really, y'all are like, if we had like a board meeting or, I don't know, something really important and boring, maybe if we were like playing Silent Library, y'all might could win. But I need y'all to loosen up. I need you to give anyone who comes on this stage all the energy they deserve, and anything that they make you feel, I want you to have them feel it back like an echo, okay? Cool. So coming up to the stage, perfect performer to practice this with. Give it up for Bubblesz!
Thank you, I love you. Yeah, that's good. Peace and love, y'all. How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Awesome. So I'm gonna do a poem, and I'm actually gonna just do a song a cappella, all right?
Okay.
All right, so I just wrote this the other day.
You shit.
Thanks. I just like when y'all say that. Okay, thanks. Okay. What is the foundation of my poetry? Well, my feelings have been dragged through the dirt, and so I wrote to build a home, to spread my roots in soil so that I didn't feel so alone. A place for my creativity to play, a place where the walls weren't a cage, but instead they were stems and branches and flowers and trees, a forest for my imagination to grow and receive, a place where I could nourish and nurture all parts of my nature, the pretty, the ugly, the unacceptable, the incomplete, the parts of me that had to die to live in a judgmental society. My expression needed a place to stay, and so I put my expression into words, and they kept each other company. I used my words of expression and created poems. I took my poems and put them on pages to keep them warm. I took my poems and put them into books so that they can travel with protection. And as I shared these words, these pages, these poems, they thanked me because they were full of purpose, confident, aware of their self-worth, and never experienced abandonment. These words grew up with the strength to unlock doors of stories left in corners of my mind that I tried to keep hidden. These words helped me to face myself. These words led me to the light when I was surrounded by darkness. These words gave me medicine to treat my scars and a Band-Aid for protection while healing. These words, these pages, these poems gave me a home so that I could visit and feel understood. Those words created a safe space that I always needed. These words saved my life. Every time they are repeated, I remember why I began to write. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I want to shout out to Nuyorican's Poets Cafe. I feel like this track is perfect to do. I lost a little brother when I was like 17, or excuse me, I was 18 and he was 17. So that was about 12 years ago. And this song is what I wrote when it happened. And literally when I first started performing back in like 2018, I performed at Nuyorican Poets Cafe, like the actual spot. So I was like, come through 12 years later to perform on the same platform. So this song is called Tie My Hands because they tried to, but they could never. Okay. Time is wasting, trust is fading, but mommy always told me I've got to be patient, gracious, not to be a hateful racist, yet I'm still surrounded by similar faces to trace us, erase us, bodies on the pavement, young males getting shot on a regular basis, and what's strange is they being killed by the ones supposed to do the saving, contemplating, hope is straying, yet I'm still praying, saying, please, Jah, let me make it. And not have to fake it. Don't wanna be another pretty face, only bout getting naked. Aimless, nameless, shameless, ignoramus, contagious, famous. I'm in the sun now, not blinded to a shaded. I got my wings now, and I know that they gon' hate it. And baby boy, you're not alone. And baby girl, don't act so grown. They tied our hands, but we're on the throne. And only we can save us now. Discretion and discrimination. Baby boy can't get a job, so he hustle to make it. Dad's in a box, mom's in the kitchen baking, sniffing the door up for temporary sensation. So tell me, where's his inspiration? Place you in a jungle full of wolves, how would you make it? Put you in a world that's not yours, how would you take it? Tied his hands behind his back, now he don't know how to act. Gotta grow in the hood to understand. Sometimes the streets kind of raise you and turn you to a man, and then you end up with beef while flipping chicken off. A nigga can't cook, he gon' be up in your kitchen. Livid, he ain't getting what you getting. Trying to make it out the hood, he wanna spend it on some strippers in the club. Fake models, lot of instant follows. Pretty face, but that brain is hollow. And baby boy, you're not alone. And baby girl, don't act so grown. They tied our hands, but we're on the throne. And only we can save us now. And baby girl, you're a huge blessing, a very special part of this world, worth way more than the diamonds and the pearls and the hustler on the block that's claiming you his world. You have a temple, so be gentle and don't fall for guys trying to pretend to mend you. All they really want to do is bend you. Baby girl, look for fall in love with your mental. All this love and advice here I send you, never ever would tell you nothing that I ain't been through. So just be patient, cause real love is summer for you waiting. And baby boy, you're not alone. And baby girl, don't act so grown. They tied our hands, but we're on the throne. And only we could save us now with love, love, love. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You could check me out on Instagram. I'm at Bubblesz the Creative, and Bubblesz is with an S and a Z. And I'm also a certified art therapy practitioner, so I use the death of my brother to actually be a catalyst of what I do now. So now I'm all about healing our emotions and our trauma through the arts. So come holla at me, come talk to me. I bubbly love you, okay?
I met Bubblesz at my very first feature so it's my first year back after a 13-year hiatus. And the very first feature that I did, Bubblesz featured, and I was like, art is alive. Oh. And art is alive in this room. All right. On deck, I have testosterone. Robert. We're gonna go with Robert first. I'm actually really excited to hear Robert. Okay, so on deck, we're gonna get into the men. We've gotten to that section of the show. But coming up to the stage, give it up for Ayanna! Woo!
Hi, so yeah, my name is Ayanna. I'm very nervous today. This is my first time writing something that I intend to perform. And so yeah, it's still in the works, but it's sort of about this relationship I was in and feeling like I kind of did everything I could for it, and yet still trying to find something to do to make it sort of work. And so yeah, it's just called Nothing New. I have done everything about missing you. In the beginning, I rode trains with no aim but to land on whatever planet you were on. Got lost and walked back nowhere slow to make time without you go by faster. Kept hands busy with mini braids and fairy knots so my mind wouldn't leave my body in search of you, but when I came to, my face and hands were covered in glitter from decorations on the dining room table, and still you did not come back to me. In spring, I became super stitches to stitch this helpless feeling inside. Thought that if I emulated your movement, I might break through the fifth dimension and see you again. So to fill your absence, I dipped paper in hibiscus and wrote letters, made friends with espresso and red wine, sweet potato and sea lion woman on repeat, your heartbeat if they ever called me crazy, touched myself in the cheetah print underwear you gave me, threw scarves over my head and shoulders and insisted I didn't need a coat because feeling the cold was really mine over matter. Walked with your swagger, oiled my scalp with castor, made my poem sadder. I even learned to rhyme better. And still you did not come back to me. So I tried, tracing you with pencil, preserving you with pen, marker, and keyboard, writing poems using punctuation as palate cleanser so people take breaths between each line and ration how much of you they taste at once, because new memories are so hard to come by. I have dedicated whole bedtimes to perfecting your portrait. 5 more minutes adding commas where your curls would be, and 5 more dotting ends of sentences with your beauty marks. Forever finishing touches on you who has not returned. They say if you love them, set them free. But I was never one to win raffles or lotteries. I feel if fate is the hand that moves us apart, how could I ever trust it to bring you back to me? Blasphemy, I trust in magic. My ability to grow impossible creations, to mold you out of metaphors and memory. My pen is a wand and I am chanting spells, because if I close my eyes, then I can feel you near. And if I write a little harder, maybe you'll appear. And if I click my heels 3 times, maybe you'll wake me up from this nightmare. I wake up, sweaty, jolt so hard I bump the guy next to me and pull out my pen to write. I have done everything about missing you, and I do it all again like it's nothing new. Thank you. So I don't really like post on it. It's low-key like a spam page on Instagram, but the username is like limbs3x, so limbz3x, and then I'm also on Substack, but I haven't posted anything yet. But the username is Ayanna, AYANNARS. But yeah, thank you.
You just lost your open mic virginity, so give it up for that. Give it up for that. All right. On deck, I have Jayden.
Oh my God!
You know, I love Jayden. Jayden's an amazing young poet in the streets. He's actually on the freshman list this year. Shout outs to J Rose. I'll talk about J Rose. She works with the Nuyo. She hosts a few events. She's phenomenal. And she started the freshman list. Jayden's on that. That's probably why you heard some young lady lose their mind. So on deck, we have Jayden. But coming up to the stage, give it up for, and give it up like the price of eggs went down, okay? Okay, cool. Give it up for Robert!
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Meet me Friday at 6 at the People's Improv Theater, the PIT. The Pit Loft at 29th Street at 6 p.m. on Friday is where you're going to meet me for Thorn and Pedal Stick, improvised Shakespeare, unscripted Shakespeare. We go out, we ask you for the title of the play, and then we figure out what that play is as we go along. And it's a lot of fun. I can't sell it enough. I've been doing improv a long time, and these people are really good at it. So please, come by Friday at 6 to see Thorn and Pedal Stick at the People's Improv Theater. Recently, I was drinking a lot, and I ended up punching an object and broke my pinky knuckle. So still healing a little bit from that, but I haven't been drinking since then. I think maybe ain't no whiskey rye, ain't no rosé bold, ain't no seltzer Sprite enough lately. Used to be so calming to have a beer and shot, Malbec or Merlot. I'm done with drinking, they're all the same with different prices. I won't have a crisis, cause lately there ain't no Captain Morgan enough, ain't no Jose Cuervo enough. Ain't no soju warm enough to keep me from mortar and water. I remember the night you injured me. Told me you could set my spirit free. Now from that night on, I feel the owl. I got a knuckle that's wonky, and I'm too proud for begging now. Ain't no Pinot dry enough. Ain't no lager cold enough. Ain't no Russian wide enough to get me back on the wagon. Oh, no drinking. And then it has this weird part like, no port, no mead, nor vodka stink could tempt me, baby. No stout, baby, 'cause I'm not alone. Whatever they order, I'll be a supporter. Don't hate me, please. I'm in love with life. The feelings are deep. I'm getting more sleep. If you ever need a steady hand, I will not have a double or a black and tan. Don't you know that you can't martini me enough? Can't Negroni me enough? Can't Bellini me enough to get me to pay for some tapas? 'Cause there ain't no Captain Morgan enough. Ain't no Jose Cuervo enough. Ain't no shock top orange enough to satisfy the hunger within me. It'll never be enough. You're 25 now. It'll never be enough drinks. One drink's not enough. 2 drinks isn't enough. It'll never be enough. Stop now. See me Friday at 6.
Pinky knuckle. No, seriously, give it up for the busted pinky knuckle. That's where the piece came from. That's art. That is art. That is the life of an artist. I love that. I love everything about you. Thank you for coming out. All right. So, on deck, I have Sam Johnson. On deck, we got Sam Johnson. Coming up to the stage all the way from kindergarten. Give it up. I'm playing. Give it up for Jayden. I'm just trying to get some of that youth youngin'. I'm just trying, just trying to stay young blood. Just trying to stay young out here.
My mother is very dangerous. No, that's what I meant to say was my mom's is mad volatile. No, I'm sorry. What I meant to say was my mama is so gun that she's got a few trigger words and she just might pop off when she hears them. My mama is so bullet. One look at you, she might pierce through your soul clean through. My mother, so damn gunpowder. When she get heated, she just might blow up on your ass. 'Cause my mama is a weapon of mass destruction. But you have to understand, because my mother is also a flare gun. Because at your coldest and your darkest, she will provide you with both light and fire. With that light inside her, she's been lighting fires in my heart since the day I was born. My mother is a harpoon gun, because she will find you at your deepest and your darkest, and she will latch onto you and pull you ashore before you ever even got to realize you were drowning. My mother is a sniper, seeing shit from so damn far away. I'll be like, yo, Ma, there's this girl I was talking to. Oh, you like her, huh? That's not what I was gonna say, Mama. How'd you know that? I didn't even know I liked it yet, Mama. What are you? You are a water gun filled with ink. My mother is that bubble gun from Home Alone, painted realistic looking, 'cause she's scary, but I promise she knows how to love you gently. My mother is a glass cannon, 'cause I know It tore her apart to give me life. Trust me, I was a C-section baby, but my mama figured out how to put all those pieces back together so I never had to see her broken. My mother is a catapult, cause she will take everything that weighs her down and use it to make me soar. My mama is a slingshot, cause she'll take everything, hold it back just to make sure I get to go far. My mama is the bang of an African drum. My mama taught me how to load a clip full of consonants, cock it, sound confident. My mama could mumble a magazine into a Mac 10 beam at your dome with just the words, watch when we get home, cause my mama is a weapon of mass creation. My mama has changed chambers by choosing challenges that gives her child choices. So how could you ever think I was going to miss my shot when I'm the son of a gun? My name is Jayden. You guys can find me on Instagram, Jayden, Jayden, Antoine, Antwine. Have a good night.
Question. Yes. What year were you born?
05.
Okay. Chris, I want everybody who was born after 2005 to raise your hand. Or 2000. Raise your hand. I want anyone who was born after 2000 to raise your hand. Oh, leash.
You old. It's not me.
Nah, hold on. Wait a minute. I was born in 2001. Watch yourself. You don't know nothing about me. Yeah, something like that. I was like right after the 90s. I was influenced by the 90s. You don't know me. You don't know me. I'm younger than I look. I hope I look pretty young too. Okay, Chris, if you were born after 2005, only the 5 people I saw raise their hand. I want you to tell me what this sound is. Chris, cue the sound.
All right, you know what that is.
Okay, I'm just checking.
It's a dial tone.
Okay, it's a what? It's Chris, ixnay the sound. Oh, hold on. Bubblesz, ain't nobody asked you, Bubblesz. You told me you was from the left eye T-Boz era of life. You relax. Young man, that is not a dial tone. You knew what it was, though. You knew what that was with your whole chest just now. That is not a dial tone. Young lady, I see you cackling next to him. You agreed. No. All right, Chris, please, you bringing back memories I am too young to have. All right. So I have one more person left on. Hold on, wait a minute. No.
The internet would work through the phone if you picked up the phone while someone was on the internet. That's what you do.
Hold on, wait a minute. Stop. If you can hear me clap once. If you can hear me clap twice. People at home, this is live. People at home, I want you to know that I asked the 5 people who were born after 2005 to answer the question because I figured the 20-some people born. I can't even get it together. I'm short-circuiting. The people who were born in 2000 would at least know. They want to know what the sound is. Y'all, that's AOL dial-up. That's what it sounds like when you gotta ask your mom, all your siblings, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma to take no phone calls because you wanna get on the internet and surf the World Wide Web. That's what it sounds like when your computer is connecting to the world, okay? That's what that is. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all got Wi-Fi. You got all this. It's invisible. You got invisible connectivity. We had that. That's not a dial tone. Shame on you. Shame on you. Lord. Anyway. I love you, Jayden. Thank you for letting me poke fun at you. The rest of you, I want to say act your age. because that's crazy. All right, so last on my open mic, and right before our halftime announcements where I get to do my little tango with Paul from the control room and our beautiful sound guy, Chris. Give it up for Chris. Thanks. I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, could you find that sound? That sound that we all know very well. Unfortunately, all of us don't know it very well. And he did, so give it up for him. All right. So, last but certainly not least, on my open mic list tonight, coming up all the way from my left and your right, give it up for Sam Johnson.
Yeah, my name's Sam Johnson. We just landed here a couple of days ago from Sydney, Australia. Yeah, that's it. One of the poems at the front really resonated about like never making time for poetry, and it's funny, like it was my first open mic and it's in New York City. Never been to one back home. So it was my son's first night the other night. He'd never seen me perform, and he'd never been to a slam poetry session, and he loved it, and he said, Dad, can we come to another one tomorrow night? And so I looked up and I seen that we were here tonight, and so I said, come on, man, we got to go. So, yeah, I'm proud, I'm happy. So this piece that I'm about to say, my name is Sam Johnson, and I'm a proud First Nations man from Sydney, Australia. So, thank you. Me and my son, our tribes are the Yuin and Jaja Warang Nation, which is down the south coast, down the south part of the state of the east coast of New South Wales. And this poem is a lot, our country, our First Nations people share a lot of the civil rights struggles of this country with both our First Peoples here and our African American communities and broader communities as well when it comes to state violence and different things like that we're still wrestling with today. So I say that to give that context, so you know who we are, our lived experience we're talking to, and maybe some of that might connect with some mob here with us today. All right. We want to talk about healing, but we can't see change. It's only April, we've got 5 lives lost in a cage. There's a plague of truth, it's deep-rooted in proof, but somehow our Royal Commission system's findings are uncouth. So we resist, revive, our language never died, because our law and our love lines the lands and the sky. But we are in pain, daily reminders of the trauma that came, passed down through our bloodlines of the nations they stained. Have you ever awoken to screams in the night? Stolen as children while trying to hide, referred to as numbers and walking the line, our old people describe our attempted genocide. Caroline Street, Redfern, 2004. Friday night, it's the police kicking down my dad's door. 69, the Protection Act fell. Who could have thought my sis could still be stolen as well? Kept from family, community, the mission was clear. The impacts on her will never disappear. We saw this with our old people, and I was scared that it was true that this disconnection and loss could run so deep within you. I love you, my son, my daughters as well, so you never have to know the pain your parents have felt. You see, our generation serves to break a circuit for our descendants whose journeys are not yet determined, so that language and country and justice and truth are the only medications our young people will choose. But surviving the colony has its own implications. You see, I no longer understand my ancestors' great expectations. But there is something I know to be true and just, is that there is no justice. It is just us. 60,000 years is a long time, and 60,000 years is still on my mind. And they say healing is non-linear, and I say that it is true, because some days I can't stop dreaming of you. Thank you. So back home in Sydney, you can follow us. I lead a social policy firm, so we work a lot on social justice, decolonising methods, social change and advocacy. And we have a really popular podcast called the Impact Policy Podcast. And you can follow it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. It's just Impact Policy. And And funnily enough, I checked the stats this week, the weekly stats, and like 80% of our listeners are from the States, which I don't know if that's a good thing because it should be it's more local to home. But anyway, if you can follow it, check it out. I'm sure some of the episodes will resonate with some people here. Thank you.
For Sam's kid. How cool is that? How cool is that? The kid wants to come out to another event. That is amazing. As somebody's mama and not just the stage name, right? Like as somebody's actual mama. That's beautiful. That is such an amazing thing. My kid, the only poem he wanted to hear tonight was the one where somebody said the floor is lava. That's it. Phenomenal work. All right. This is the part of the show where I get to dance with the guys. It's so cool. It's the halftime show. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the space we're in and what the Nuyo has going on. Paul, are you ready? All right. So, the Nuyorican Bowery Poetry Slam happens every Monday, okay? Every Monday, there's gonna be a slam at the Bowery Poetry Club. It's for the Nuyorican, but we're under construction, so we're at the Bowery. Every Monday, you'll get to slam. The winner of that slam gets $20 cash money. Woo! You could buy like half a carton of eggs with that, all right? But you also get a chance to compete in, there we go, Paul. You are so, look at you on time. You get to compete at the Final Friday Slam, which is hosted by my coach, Tony McPherson, and DJ Luna Rosa, who just had a birthday. Everybody say, happy birthday, Luna! Happy birthday, Luna! All right, DJ Luna Rosa had a birthday this week, and she will be the DJ for that event. So every Friday at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater at 9:30 p.m., there will be a slam. The winner from that slam will get, hear me now, $100 cash money. You can get a Metro card and a bacon, egg, and cheese. Holla at me. You might could afford to like dream, just a little for like your lunch break. I said $100. Okay, and you also get nominated to compete. I'm sorry. I'm moving too slow. No, you here. Okay. You also get the chance to compete for the Nuyorican Grand Slam. I know somebody won it. I heard she was fire. Really? Yeah. Check it out. Google it. Maybe we'll figure it out together. And then, here we go. Switch up that fly. It's the event that I'm hosting right now. Shout outs to you for being here. Women Orator Wednesdays, or WOW, will be hosted by me, Somebody's Mama, and I will always bring you a beautiful feature, and that's gonna happen on Wednesdays, the first Wednesday of every month. Now, the second and the fourth Wednesday, there we go, of every month, we're gonna have an open mic here. It's gonna have the same, I don't know, like trinkets and tricks and ponies. It's really cool. We're gonna be live streamed. You're gonna get a great video. It's gonna exist on the internet forever. Help me. And it will happen here the second and the fourth Wednesday of every month at Loisaida Center. All open mics will be streamed, guys. Okay, cool. Doors open at 6. Flyer switch. Woo! You see that code? You see it? Scan it. That code is gonna give you all the information and tickets for all the programs that can be found. We got the online open mic, Know Thyself meditation, slam workshops, teen open mic, 1,000-word open mic, outdoor poetry events at Battery Park, and so much more. And then we have one more slide. This one's very important to me. This one very important. As artists, most of the time we are mad broke and starving. The Nuyo needs your help. The Nuyo needs your help. We need to keep poetry alive. We need to make sure that when this young man is as big as his dad, poetry still has a place in the open mic for him to go visit, okay? So scan this code and donate some money because we are a nonprofit 501c organization. Ticket sales and grants do not cover all of our programs. Donations matter no matter how big or small, and they're tax deductible. You can also like contribute like time. You can volunteer, right? Like that's very, very expensive. Time is money, honey. So give it up for the Nuyo, give it up for Loisaida, give it up for Chris on the sound, give it up for Paul, all the way from the control room, give it up for Jazz at the merch table, give it up for yourselves. Yeah, you still got life in you. And maybe give it up for me again, I'm still here. All right, so I get the pleasure, the honor.
Oh my God.
Woo! Let me tell you.
Oh goodness.
Of opening up for our feature. I'm gonna do my little poem or whatever, and then I will say whatever I want to say about her. I didn't ask her to send me a bio. She's phenomenal. I think I know her pretty well, so I'm gonna do that after this. This room has been. You guys are, New York City is a tough crowd, but I'm gonna do a poem so like, how many of you know what slam poetry is? Okay, cool. For those who don't know, right, like, we're doing poetry here, and like, you're like, what's the difference between slam poetry and just poetry? I utilize my poem as a weapon in a competition. Right? I am putting my art up against someone else's art. And so this particular poem I do not do in settings like this because I've been taught that it is best used as a weapon. However, right, crazy. Thank you. Somebody, that's ridiculous, it's poetry. And so I'm gonna give it to this room that doesn't seem like a battle. We'll see how that works, okay? Me out of what I was going to do just now. Woo, it's so calming. My blicky up on the dresser, my blicky up in the truck. Every real American loves their guns, their pole, my piece, carrying that heat, strapped up, gat tucked, the glizzy in some cities, my blicky. My son and his friends hypothesize on ways to stay alive in case chemistry turns Columbine. What's more American than that? 632 mass shootings this year alone. My blicky in your classroom, or your local Tops, or a bowling alley. My son plays with this number in his mouth. 632, my blicky, if it's fourth period, on the second day of the week, and one man with 2 9s and a Mac 11 comes to manifest his destiny in your child's elementary school, how long will it take for the police to enter the building? Protocol says, pray. Protocol says, little Johnny gave Jazz permission to use his blood in case she has to play dead. 632 mass shootings, 641 dead. What's more American than bombs bursting in your child's elementary school? Protocol says, one nation under my blicky up in the trunk is licensed, loaded, and legal in 40 states. What's faith to my blicky up in your church or your local gas station or community playground if it's 2:30 in the afternoon? And one man unloads 48 rounds into your local ER. How long will it take before you can be seen? Protocol says, pray. Protocol says my blicky costs less than your copay. 649 mass shootings this year alone. What's more American than a body count? Protocol says, indivisible with liberty and guns for all. My son plays with this number in his mouth. 649, my blicky. If one man with a 2,000-page manifesto can purchase 3 assault rifles and 2 guns 48 hours after his release from a 5150, how long will it take before he can turn your local bar into breaking news? My son and his friends have done the math, are counting the exits and timing the getaway while Americans getting drunk off, standing their ground, round after round, reloaded and dizzy. What's more American than your children and their friends rounding to the nearest 10th and carrying over the casualties? What's more American than how casually we govern our guns? Protocol says, Sweet land of liberty, where blood floods the streets, land where the people die. By bullets we legalize. My blicky, my gap, my scat. Your pole, my piece, they strap. What's more American than that? I think what may be more American than that is the resilience of our beautiful brown people, but especially our beautiful brown women. And so, with that being said, it is my honor to bring up Kai. Kai is New York City's Youth Poet Laureate. Oh my God. She is a daughter, a friend, a sweet, sweet giggle. See, you heard it? Did you hear it? It's so sweet. She will be attending Howard University in the fall. Yeah. Give it up for that. Give it up for that over and over again. She is a phenomenal writer, artist, thinker, friend, person, and I am so excited to share her light and her art with you tonight. Give it up like the price of living makes sense for Kai. Come in.
Perfect. Thank you. You're so very welcome. I love Jessica. I hope you know when somebody's mama tells you to get on stage, you do it. I'm here for her. Hi, I'm Kai. Hello, New York. Hello, NYU. Today, I taught at 2 schools back to back, so I have some coffee running through my veins, and I'm going to do a poem in honor of that feeling. Coffee, tequila, Advil, shake, a body shake, carbonate your blood and burst. A belly, a vein, a belief that everything will be okay. Wait, how could we toy with biochemistry, mutate our memories, essentially inject intention, intentionally deny divine intervention? Surgery is smile. Nothing tastes better than things that don't belong inside. Disintegrating, integrating, there is something beautiful about artificial joy that makes it feel more real than anything natural. I wish to be fake, so I don't have to feel. I wish to fully feel, so I don't have to feel fake. Shake a body, shake a body, shake a body, shake a body, shake. People pass the doomsday clock on their way to clock in. Lock in like Manhattan ain't a graveyard just waiting to happen. Inhabit cubicle-shaped coffins, consume coffee, then I'm this, run this by your boss. Your loss, not your landlords. You don't own this. You don't own shit. But the shit you got in your pocket, so watch it, cause that shit is watching you back, bitch. Don't slip, don't miss a step, a paycheck, cash that, then clock back in, lock in. Before you become the next nigga, they lock up and log into the system from a 9 to 5 to a 24/7 prison. Same shit, just different, distant, twisted. Don't you know? War ends war, death ends death, slavery ends slavery. That's how it's always been. The end of the line. Timeline shrink and shiver. We watch the clock grow slimmer like we aren't Times dinner, and we can win her over with promotion, production, placed ads. Yes. Why don't we tell time the economy's booming? As bombs rain down, but not over Brooklyn yet. The Bronx, maybe. Queens, Harlem, New York, scapegoats, last hopes, coughing through the chain smoke and chokehold. Don't you know America runs on Duncan? Our heads under rough waters, watch the waterline rising, empires like tides, and every enterprise promises salvation from the pain through its perpetuation, making masochists out of the U.S. population. Get accustomed to starvation, be complacent, patient, enjoy the waiting, the craving, the taking. Life is a game, get gaming, get playing, don't blame the rules. That's a skill issue, that's a bill issue, not mine. Just grind, get your stats up, stack your racks up, or GG. You know, adults my small age don't dare to dream of a livable wage, a livable cage, a comfortable decay. No, we just have to make it, break it, copyright claim it, because revolution is televised, scribed, monetized. It's alive, like Frankenstein, stitched together bodies on bodies on bodies of resurrected rage, reminiscent of the pain. I don't remember the ozone layer when it was whole. I only remember missing, mourning, reaching as if I could put the world back together just by dreaming, and I swear I dreamed. Before I drank coffee, coughed down tequila, took Advil to make the pain go away, I swear I didn't always shake. A body shake, a body shake, a body shake, shake, a body shake. I swear I didn't always. Thank you. Thank you. Jessica spoke of slam, and I've slammed that poem a lot. But recently, it was like, I've been doing it a certain way enough times that it had its own form. And then recently, I tried to do it again, and it was like, no, that's not how we do it anymore. So I'm trying it out in a new form. But today, I am mostly not doing slam poems. I am doing a set of new shit. Thank you. And yeah, all of these poems are from April or May. This one is called NYC. Nihilism or naivety? What's worse, the end of the world or immortality? Doom or destiny? Be realistic. Death is the initial destination. Earth, the origin, not the end. And I'm starting to think God doesn't believe in us. So why should I believe? Faith ain't got shit on me, I'm a poet. Every day I breathe intentionally, nostalgia kiss my pen into a peony. Whoa, I'm walking here, I'm writing here. Apocalypse, just another way of saying we live among these times, hard times, dark times, doomsday generation. I might as well be the bad omen. Might as well be buried in the apartment I was born in, Brooklynite. Bed-Stuy fly, death won't do me in these streets, part my heart. Rooted where the concrete starts to crack apart. Whoa, I'm walking here. New York ain't really all that slick. Just quick, quiet in all the right, wrong places, I'm sure. I was conceived on the B-46. Pre-select bus era, as Aja Monet reminds me when Bed-Stuy was still just black. I was born just as our burial began the gentrification of a generation. Now, my brother goes to school with the mixed kids in Clinton Hill. I never wanted to go that far down the sea line. I was raised on the A train. Missed the grit like a mom when it was gone for too long. I didn't call the icy lady over. She was already in my park, in my playground. I never had to own anything. I already had it, and it had me. Couldn't conquer where I came from. The concrete grew me, so I rose, and these streets watched. Most nights, I return back home long after the street lamps get lit. The city don't sleep, but in certain places it slumbers. Walks a bit slow. The street lamps seem to hang a bit lower. I swear I could grab the glow. I reach, I hold, I smoke with the poets. They inhale, I blow, I bellow. We scream. I know I can belong anywhere. But why would I want to be anywhere but here for long? Whoa, I whisper. Whoa, I'm here, walking. Thank you. Yeah, as Jessica said, I'm going to Howard, which I'm excited about, but it's also like, I love the New York City poetry scene and just New York City in general. Like, there's nothing really like it, right? And DC's like, it can get a bit close, but I'm like, is it gonna be enough? I'm not sure. So we'll see. But I'm gonna enjoy it while I'm here. But New York isn't always nice to me. I mean, it's not nice to any of us. But I have chronic pain. The doctor does not know what it is, just that my body hurts every day. And New York City isn't really built for that. And so every day when I'm doing things, when I'm living my life, I'm in at least a bit of pain, and I've tried to turn it into a poem, as poets do. But there was so much, and because I'm still living it, the poem would not complete itself. So I have like an entire folder in my notes app. That's just where I put it now. So I've decided that instead of trying to force it into one big poem, I'm just gonna keep performing fragments and let it out in small bits. So here's a fragment. Chronic pain in a New York 19 looks like the subway hurts as if my body is a tourist. Is this how outsiders feel? Nothing on the inside stays the same. Not even the ache, not the burn where it ends or began. Nothing I can trace back to or forward through. I'm lost in the maze of my pain. No route I can take to make this go away. Many nights I lie awake waiting for something to lift, shake out, leave me a bit lighter, just a bit stronger. I don't know how much I carry. I only know how heavy it feels. I only know how tired I am, not how much it really weighs. I feel weak. But I swear the marrow in my bones be thicker than most. Most days I feel weak. But I swear I'm holding more. Thank you. Wow. Yeah. I don't even know what to say after that. It felt really good to get that out. So thank you for holding that for me. I promise this won't be like super depressing set, but my next poem, my grandmother's birthday is this Saturday, which is right before Mother's Day. And I've been having some trouble writing about her. And since this is a femme space, I was like, here I am. Let me put this down right before Mother's Day. So here's what I have. It's called Gospel. She looks at me like I killed something of hers. Mom, your daughter died a long time ago, and I was made in her inverse image. Age is so much more than a number. It's the skin and how it sheds, the dirt wiped against white sheets, the dirt wiped against almost white sheets, how the bed grows gray. As a reflection of the body, Mom, your daughter lived a long time ago. I held her hand across the street, tried to save her from the muddied embrace of time. We walked through the forest and exited with different eyes. We remember who I was when I recognized home for the first time and who I became when I realized I didn't want to go back. Is this womanhood? A symptom of rape? Losing what once made us whole, an idea, more like a desire, more like an impression left by my grandmother's wrinkled lipstick kiss upon my shea butter shined forehead, unconditional love, infinite in a finite moment of time, makes the love more infinite than if it had forever to sit. I sat in the kiss, stood still, baptized maybe. I pretended for a good while to believe in God for my grandmother. For my grandmother, I would pretend for decades more. If it meant another day spent with her, I would pretend anything to see her smile, to feel her cheek crinkle into a grin against mine. I never prayed like I believed in God. Always wondered, always questioned, always misbelieved until it turned to disbelieving. Never really wanted what God had to offer, but always wanted what church gave me. I miss gospel. I miss my grandmother. I miss having time. Mom, when your mother died, a piece of your daughter died too. And we don't sing like we used to. Mom, I don't believe in God, but can we go back to church this Sunday? I'd like to sit in the pews and pretend there's at least 3 of us. I can't promise I'll be your daughter again, but I'll pretend. I'll pretend anything. Thank you. Thank you for holding that. Thank you for holding that. I feel like a lot of poets say pieces with a heavy weight and leave it to the audience to hold, especially in slam. That's kind of how we use weapons sometimes. And I don't want to do that to all of y'all. So I am going to wash it all out with a poem about my mom more than my grandmother this time. Yeah. I'm not a singer, but my mom was, and we went to church. All 3 of us, my mom, my grandmother, and I, were in the choir, and that was kind of, yeah, that was kind of my childhood a little bit. And then I grew up, and I left, because they were in Long Island, and I was in Brooklyn, so it was hard to get there anywhere. But point is, I'm not a singer, but this is my mom's song. Out of my window, looking through the night, I can see those barges flickering bright. Starboard shines green and port is glowing red. I can see those barges far ahead. My mom turned her sleepaway camp songs into lullabies. I slept to the songs of seas I'd never seen, let alone set foot on in her voice. I traveled across 1,000 waves. Sound transported me to alternate lifetimes, timelines, I'm sure. Those nights I dreamed of distant places. It's all connected. By water, by something we can't grasp or gather into human hands. I'm sure fantasy is just fiction, is just fact, wrapped in analogy. I think it's all connected by water, or a tangle of mothers oceaned into us. I think it's all ancestor, wild and caged. I think it's all dialectical. I think it's all home. My mother turned her sleepaway camp songs into my lullabies. I learned the lyrics like litanies for leaving behind any place I am, I'm sure. She wanted to teach me that I could touch the edge of any horizon, I'm sure. Those nights I dreamed of the sun's dusk red lips kissing my body of water into a rapture. I think it's all rapture, wrapped in child's lullaby barges. I would like to sail with you. I would like to sail the ocean blue. Barges, are there treasures in your hold? Do you fight with pirates brave and bold? When my mama sang, I'm sure I dreamed of water, of dark nights reflecting off of my wet skin. I bathed in my dreams. A slave ship's echo in the current washes me, a different kind of clean, spiritual. I wade. I float. I know every broken hum is a lullaby, born in my mama's sleepaway camp. Plantations turned us all into sisters, tucked beneath the cover of starlight, telling secrets of womanhood wrapped in girl talk, wrapped in gossip, wrapped in gospel, and we sang. And we sang, and we sang as dawn breaks. We hide our hymns in the hum beneath our breath. Lifetimes, timelines tangled in our throats, oceaned into song as dawn breaks. We wrap fact into fiction, into fantasy, our history hidden in the undertones, analogied into song, into poetry as dawn breaks. Some sisters arrive to an unknown shore, on the uncertain tide of a harmony plucked from whispered chords, carrying God, conceived in the belly of a slave ship, born in the curve of each voice, I'm sure. On the nights when my mama sang, the water came, so I dreamed, so I dreamed, so I dreamed. Thank you. I'll do one more poem.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. This last poem, I was gonna do it first, but then my body said differently. This last poem was raised by the woman in my life, but specifically the woman poets in my life. Aww. I could not have written this piece without somebody's mama mothering me and mothering this piece. So, yeah. Body is the first fit. The original drip blood lines the seams of my pants, sag, and my ancestors clothes this skin. Brown and bruised, denim blue jeans, jeans, my DNA got a bell-bottom flare. It's real fashion. Ain't fast or fleeting, it's repeating our history. Ain't a trend, it trend-sets, transcends time, and time again, we are always in season. So they dress in our flesh flayed, not just figuratively, literally made wallets and purses from Nat Turner's skin, tanned black legacy into brown leather, butchered, bought, and sold today. Alive somewhere walks a white man adorned in him, as heirloom, as accessory, as trophy. We are always in season. They dress in our flesh. Hair, hoops, ass, breasts, bones, our ancestors' clothes, only in style when stolen. Yet we violate their dress codes when we wear our own bodies. Locks, lips, waist, hips, colonized, commodified, then codified, abide by the dress code. Didn't your mama teach you how to suck it in? Tuck it up, push it down, wash it out, laugh it off, fix your face, unfurl your brow, black girl. Didn't your mama teach you how to smile? Pretty, but not hot. Cute, but not cutie enough to get caught. Take it. Dress code says you like to be touched even when you don't take it. What harm does a hug do except when you refuse? Boundaries are rude, black girl. Remember when saying no meant massa gets the noose, loose tongues get taken. So take it. Don't make him enraged or attracted. Any passion can lead to the same pains. Black girl, behave. Bathe, shave, pop out babes, and weave your black girl dreams into your daughter's brown braids. Didn't your mama teach you how to break? Bend spine, silently align, walk along the dotted line, align, black girl. You a lie, siren, hysterical, hypnotizing, holding so much air. Hair like a black hole, black mold, baby, fold, baby, flow, baby, bridge every gap. Be the gap, the bridge, the space between, the seam, the stitch, the bitch, black girl. You ain't magic. Just trick. The witch they burn, the lesson they learn by beating you. Black girls, suck it in. Tuck it up, push it down, wash it out, laugh it off, fix your face, unfurl your brow. Didn't your mama teach you how to hide your hide? Haven't you heard we are always in season? Thank you. So much for having me. You can find me on Instagram at KaiDG Poet. That's KAIDG Poet. And you can find me at the Bowery like all the time. So come by.
Give it up for yourselves. That's all you got for you? That's cool. That's what you give for yourself. Listen, all right? Standards. I have so many standards for myself. I just want to give you an opportunity to love on you a little better. So give it up for yourself. Self-love is mad important, y'all. It's mad important. Crazy. Give it up for Loisaida Center. Thank you for allowing us to host this and many other events here. Give it up for Paul from the control room. Give it up for Chris on the sound. And again, give it up for our feature, Kai. So I think that we are like ending a little early today. Am I wrong? I don't have a watch or. All right, cool. Yeah. Look. I got a minute poem, and we're gonna end it. I want to dedicate it to my spirit animal, Cardi B. Oh, it wasn't a joke. I was so very serious. Listen, you somewhere in the world and you gonna see me, girl. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mamas in the crowd and all the mamas watching at home. Happy Mother's Day. When Cardi B says she's a gangster in a dress, she means every time a brown girl is born in the Bronx, the concrete of our jungle turns them into a beast, both beautiful and lethal. Now, should the beast dream beyond the stripper pole, the hood will say it is deluded by hunger, but to honor the hunger of the beast is both an ode to Apple and Eve. She means, girl, you better eat. She means, when they offer you the welfare line, recognize that bag ain't big enough. She means big apple dreams. She means the dark did come first and the bad bitch came after to keep her foot on their necks with a 16 harder than any erection she's ever inspired. She's inspired a movement. She means dream, brown girl, dream. Don't be ashamed when they call you a beast, brown girl, feast. Bloody shoes on your feet, brown girl, boss. From the Bronx, she means I'm as good as it gets. Dead ass.